I felt so stressed out in most areas of my life, just financial, with work, with the relationships, just a lot of uncertainty, and it brought me a lot of stress. I feel like there were a lot of things in my life that I wanted that just hadn't happened yet. I felt like happiness was out there. It was unattainable, or it was something that I was reaching for, but that was going to be happening in the future. There was a lot of uncertainty around my relationship. I wasn't sure where it was going. I knew that I wanted to get married and start a family, and I wasn't sure if it was happening or not. And it was very painful and very difficult in terms of just that uncertainty and just having that want and not knowing what was going to happen.
Mary, when we met, your stress was through the roof.
There just was a lot of uncertainty in my life. Like, that's how life is. With my work, with finances, with my relationship, and wanting to start a family, and that wasn't coming to fruition yet. Just a lot of different areas. I was feeling stress, and I just wasn't sure what to do about it.
You said you were feeling like you weren't where you wanted to be in life, and that was giving you a lot of stress.
Yes, I felt like at this point in my life, I should be further along.
One of the things I find that people do is they look into the future at the things that aren't fulfilled, the things that they want to have but they don't have currently. And so if their orientation is toward a future that is unfulfilled, they're going to feel unfulfilled right now in the present moment. Instead of focusing on the things that you couldn't control, we started to look at what are the things that you can control right now.
I just started thinking about, okay, what makes me happy? What brings me pleasure? And, ever since I was a little kid, for example, what's always made me happiest is being outside. So I started making sure that I'd be outside at least a half an hour every day, just breathing in the fresh air, having some grass under my feet. It makes me feel really good. Exercising, I make sure I exercise regularly, and that's something I have control over. Mary stopped focusing outward for the source of happiness and realized that she had the control over being happy, and she had the control over ending stress in her life. And she shifted that by taking on certain practices, doing the things that make her most happy.
Then we looked and saw that there was one key piece that might make a difference for you right now, which is having a sense of unconditional love, which is why we talked about having a dog.
It ended up being one of the best decisions in my life. He's brought me so much joy, and it's like no matter what's going on in my life, when I get home, he's just this little bundle of joy, and he wags his tail, and he's so happy to see me, and he's that source of love.
I love that having this dog has had you connect to other people as well.
Through having a dog, I have made such beautiful, amazing friendships that I wouldn't have otherwise. So in that way, he's such a blessing as well, as he's opened up this whole world of friendships that I wouldn't have normally had.
How do you feel now, Mary?
So much more joyful and happy and at peace, and I definitely still want to get married and have children. But I really do feel like he's the start of my family.
When we met, you had the experience that happiness was out of your hands somewhere and out of your control. And now you said you have the experience that happiness is not only your job, but you are completely capable of making it happen, and you do.
I really feel like if there's one thing that I'm a pro at, is like how to have fun. And I do. I make a conscious effort to say, okay, what am I going to do today to bring myself more joy, And yes, I have work, and yes, I have stress, and yes, I have my wants that haven't come true yet. You know what? It's not happening today, and so let me just do what I have control over today. I take conscious steps every day now to increase my happiness, peace, and joy, and it's made all the difference. Here and now, I'm just like choosing to just be happy. Stress is universal. Stress is unavoidable. It's going to happen to all of us at some point, at some time or other. What works is to learn how to effectively deal with it. I still have stress in my life. I mean, stress is a part of life, but now I know better how to deal with those stresses.